KUGAN CASSIUS 5 from London. We're live inside York Hall. With me, I've got the Knowledge, aka Spencer Fearon, or is it Spencer Fearon, aka the Knowledge?
Listen, Kug, you give it the names, man. I roll with the names. It's all good in the hood. People have to respect the knowledge. I'm doing my thing, man. Yeah, I mean, tune in to Toe to Toe. Me and Ed Robinson on Sky Podcast and on the website. It's the greatest thing, and the numbers do not lie.
Oh, you got to plug that thing at the end, man. You start off with the I Film London thing, then you plug your own toe-to-toe thing at the end.
Kug, man, Kug. I've known you too long. And what is this? We can't even big up nothing because we've got to big up I Film London because you guys give guys platforms, guys who are unknown, and you've seen great stories that come out through boxing, through guys who you will follow, and then all of a sudden they get their bus. But you know, you really get your bus when you get interviewed by I Film London. That's the truth.
Right, listen, I'm going to pick out some random topics now. I know you just wanted to give me your thoughts on them. You ready? All right. Carl Froch last week against Mikhail Kessler. How did you assess Carl's performance? And can he beat Andre Ward?
I think he can. If the fight's in England and he fights Andre Ward in the same kind of mannerism where he can flick out that heavy jab and stuff, then he's got a chance of beating anybody. Anybody he could beat. But I really do believe that Andre Ward's got a very, very tricky style. And you know what I mean? A lot of people are saying that Carl Froch has got more chance of winning Miss Black America than beating Andre Ward. But if they have the fight over here, then you know what, he could do it, because if you saw the crowd, the atmosphere was crazy down there, man. Seriously, I was at home watching it and my hair started to prick up. So you know what I mean, I don't know how it was for you guys, because I gave my tickets to Larry Ekundayo and Harry Andrews. So you know, but yeah, Carl Froch got a good chance. Next question.
6th of July. Obviously, it's just been stopped. The fight's just been stopped there.
Has it been stopped? Vicious crowd, man. You got to rate that.
It's all going off.
Yeah.
It's all going off. 6th of July, you're Darren Hamilton defending his British title against Adil Anwar. I spoke to you earlier about Adil Anwar. What sort of tests are you going to provide for Darren Hamilton?
Listen, Adil Anwar's a very, very good fighter. You know what? Adil Anwar knows. Yeah, I mean, forget about that all the little Twitter talking that. He's my brother. I love the kid. He's a very, very nice kid, humble kid. But like I'm saying this, like, I don't want to talk too much, but I know what we got. Yeah, I mean, and when you're dealing with magic, real magic comes from God. When you're dealing with that kind of magic, I know your magic can't match our magic. So, you know what I mean? I know, say, my magic's some deep African stuff. It's some deep voodoo stuff that we're dealing with. You understand? We're digging up bones. That man can't deal with that. I know they can't deal with that. Trust me.
Obviously, they're fighting on the undercard of David Price's rematch with Tony Thompson. So, surely this is set. Is it set for David Price just to revenge his defeat?
No, it's not set. It depends how David Price comes back. You know, he's working with my very good friend, you know what I mean, and who's a patron at Hard Knocks Boxing, Lennox Lewis. So, and I've already seen, like, when they've been working, I've seen a couple footage, and like Lennox is teaching him how to, as he's stepping in, how to chop down the right hand, so he can pop from pushing his hand down and come out with left hook. So he's been learning lots of pro things. So I think sometimes you see when you're working with a legend, and you have to say that Lennox Lewis has to be top 5 all-time great heavyweights. He has to be in the top 5 because of the things that he's done and the guys that he has beat and his continuity. So if you look on that, that's just going to rub off on you. You know, when you're around greatness, you just rise in stature. You know what I mean? Like when KUGAN was rolling with Ricky Hatton back in the day, you used to rise and all the. I'm listening. You used to rage your game. I don't know them days that you were the bodyguard. I don't understand because you was fat. Now you are in condition. You're a dangerous man. Look, he reached your game. Look, you see, you.
I was the bodyguard.
Yeah, you was the bodyguard.
I was the bodyguard.
You're lucky I didn't come rob you. But now, give me some money, man. KUGAN's rolling now. KUGAN's rolling.
Listen, also, I want to talk about Larry Ekundayo. Eddie Earn said in one of my interviews the other day that, you know, he likes Larry and he's keen to use Larry in his show, so that must be good for you.
Use, yeah, now. Use. What do you mean, use? You know Eddie Earn didn't say use. Now I'm joking. Eddie's my brother. He got Sky TV now. Eddie's my brother. Nah, on the reals, Larry Ekundayo is a very, very special talent. There is talk about on guys that he's meant to fight. I ain't calling on names until it gets announced. But it is a very exciting time for Larry because he's meant to be fighting on the Hull Bill on the 13th of July when Luke Campbell has his pro debut. So that's going to be incredible because you're going to have loads and loads of people down there support Luke Campbell because he's one of the nicest guys that I've met. You know what I mean? I was touched because I honored because I commentated for him when he won the gold medal against Nevin. So yeah. But get behind Larry Ekundayo. I believe that he's the best single talent, and you know for a long time. KUGAN, this is why I have to big up KUGAN. KUGAN used to interview Larry when Larry couldn't even turn pro, when Larry was in like a degradation kind of mode. And now Larry's doing his thing, and like all it is he's backing up my boss. I've been telling people how talented he is, and they saw it in Prize Fighter. They saw again when he boxed 2 weeks ago, and you're going to see when he fights again. The guy is so multi-talented and one of the nicest human beings on the planet.
All right, moving on. Can Saul Alvarez, Canelo, beat Floyd Mayweather?
No, he can't beat nothing. Let's be real. Now, no, I'm being real. The reason why they're making that fight is because Floyd Mayweather ain't no idiot. Floyd Mayweather sitting down now, he's saying, right, I've been world champion. I've beaten 17 world champions. Well, 17 world champions, former or present world champions over an immense span, which has gone back since 1998. This guy is real. Give Floyd Mayweather his dues. We have to go back. Floyd Mayweather's going to retire in the same light as there was a guy called Thomas Molinari as well, who beat Marlon Starling, was 25-0 with 1 draw, and he retired unbeaten as well because I think he had some problems and I think they stripped him his title. So he retired unbeaten as a world champion as well. He had a WBA title, WBA welterweight title, beat Marlon Starling in '88. Don't muck around my knowledge, you know I'll do my thing. Right, but him, Ricardo Lopez, Joe Kawasaki and Rocky Marciano, Floyd Mayweather's going to retire unbeaten. There's nobody right now that can beat Floyd Mayweather. Let's give the guy his dues, his credit. I know certain things, and like now we're seeing the maturity in Floyd Mayweather. So when we see that maturity inside of a man, he's saying, all right then, well, who else is there for me to beat? Well, let's make sense. Which is going to make the biggest pay-per-view, give me the most money as well, and I can deal with him. You got to know this. Alvarez tries to box like Floyd Mayweather on certain things. I never used to see no fighters doing shoulder roll. I see a lot of fighters just do it in the 50s and 60s, like George Benton, who was a superb trainer, who was an incredible middleweight. You know what I mean? Archie Moore, Ezzard Charles, Jojo Walcott, those guys just do shoulder. Nobody went doing it. Now every bloody boxer wants to do shoulder roll. They don't even know how to do it properly. Floyd Mayweather's a genius, and he will take care of Saul Alvarez, and it'll be a wide points decision. Wide. Trust me.
Broner Malignaggi.
Malignaggi is a superb talker and a really nice guy, but he does not have the power to hold off somebody like an Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner has most probably sparred tougher guys than what my guys bring to the table. So therefore, Broner can walk him down. The unique thing about Adrian Broner is, because when you're a puncher, you have to stand in range to tee off your shots. You saw him when he done it with Gavin Reese. He stood in target. He stays in punching range. So you stay in punching range to let off your shots to throw off your, and you cannot negate that if you haven't got any power to stop the guy. Malignaggi hasn't got no power to stop him. So therefore, Broner's going to walk through him.
Jean-Claude Van Damme versus Steven Seagal.
Listen, don't muck around, yeah? When you're talking about Van Damme ain't a bad boy like Steven Seagal. No. Steven Seagal's a bad. Listen. Any white man that can kill off about 50,000 yardies, yeah, in mark for death, and not even get a scratch on him, that's the baddest man on the planet. That is a bad white man.